So our project is on the triple bottom line aspects of sustainability. We are Group 3. My name is Chris Rourke.
I'm Lainey Clark.
I'm Matt Knight.
I'm Tony Gothier.
So what is the triple bottom line? The triple bottom line consists of economic, social, and environmental aspects of a project. First of all, for the economic part of the project, that takes in consideration the bottom line and cash flow and the overall profit of a project. The second thing is the social aspects of project. This takes into consideration the community, education, equity, social resources, health, well-being, and quality of life of a project. And finally, we have the environmental aspects of projects. This takes into consideration natural resources, water and air quality, energy consumption, and land usage. Overall, all three aspects put together make up a sustainable project. And this presentation will look into 4 different projects and how they have adapted sustainability over time. So the first project we're going to discuss is the Golden Gate Bridge. This project was completed in 1937 and is located in San Francisco. The engineer for the project was chosen to be Joseph Strauss, who is based out of Chicago. It is the first bridge to have supports that were constructed in the open ocean. This project faced several setbacks during construction, but the construction managed to be completed on time. And finally, it is one of the most photographed bridges in the world today. So now we're going to get into the triple bottom line of the Golden Gate Bridge. First, we're going to discuss its environmental impact over its lifetime. So after it was built, all the fixtures on the bridge, or all light fixtures on the bridge, were replaced. This reduced energy consumption by 40%. Also, HVAC units were replaced with more energy efficient units, which also decreased energy consumption for the infrastructure. It also provided alternate forms of transportation, such as biking, public transportation, and ferry services. Second, we have the economic aspect of the bridge. The bridge was built for $25 to $30 million, which at the time, which was not very expensive. This was paid for in bonds, and specifically Joseph Strauss went to the president of Bank of America, who purchased bonds in the amount of $6 million. And overall, the project today is more than paid for itself using tolls. And finally, we have the social aspect of the project. So before the project was even construction, Strauss met with the community and convinced them that this project would be a benefit for them in the long run. And it later was supported by the surrounding communities in San Francisco and north of the strait. It also provided access from the city to the Golden Gate National Recreational Area, which is north of the strait. And finally, it became an iconic world monument, which attracted tourists from all around the world to San Francisco and had an overall positive impact on the community.
The next project that we will be talking about is the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. This is a 17.6 mile long bridge tunnel system that's at the opening of the Chesapeake Bay and Atlantic Ocean. This bridge connects southeastern Virginia to the Delmarva Peninsula. The construction was completed in 1964 and cost about $200 million. It was a completely privately funded project that was initiated by a board of commissioners put together by the ferry company that used to be the only means of transportation across the bay, and they sold bonds to fund the entire project. The bridge tunnel system includes 2 tunnels and 4 man-made islands, which for its time the construction was completed, it was considered one of the 7 engineering marvels of the world. The triple bottom line applies to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel environmentally through the man-made islands, because they provided new aquatic habitats that today the habitats have flourished so much it's even a popular recreational fishing area. And also the bridge is mainly constructed out of concrete, which can be crushed and considered a recyclable material. Economically, as I said, the project was completely privately funded and didn't use a single tax dollar. The tolls have paid for itself, and also the installation of the bridge prevented the high cost of ferry rides to cross the bay at the time. And socially, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel had a large effect on the community because it greatly improved mobility and access across the mouth of the bay. It improved the economy in both areas and also reduced the drive time from parts of Virginia Beach to parts of the eastern shore across the bay by more than 95 miles.
So the next project we're going to talk about is the Three Gorges Dam, which is a dam built on the Yangtze River in China. It is the world's largest hydroelectric dam. It cost around $22 billion to construct and took around 10 years. After looking at the facts, it doesn't really look like the builders designed this project with the triple bottom line in mind. On the economic side, it does provide clean energy and provides fresh water during the dry season. However, after the reservoir filled up, it did create many landslides. On the economic side, the project did pay off for itself in the year 2012, and it provides 2% of China's electricity. It also provides its own electricity to itself using 2 hydroelectric turbines. In the social aspect, the project completely failed. It displaced around 1.2 million people after 13 cities were flooded. I think that it failed in this aspect because it was built in China and they do not have as strict building restrictions.
Okay, the final project we're going to look at is the Tappan Zee Bridge in New York. This is a replacement bridge that is going to span 3.1 miles over the Hudson River. The estimated project cost of this is $4 billion, as well as targeted opening date of 2018. When analyzing the Tappan Zee Bridge with the triple bottom line, we first look at the environmental aspects, and this bridge was designed to elevate the view of the Hudson River, as well as they installed bike lanes and light rail systems to provide mass public transportation. When looking at the economic side, the bridge will be paid all for by tolls, so the only people paying for this bridge will be the people that are using this bridge, as well as using the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. All the steel and iron used in this project will be bought and made in the U.S. to stimulate the U.S. economy. And looking at the economic aspect, this the wider bridge allows for better traffic flow, as well as using local companies to construct the bridge to support local businesses. In conclusion, the triple bottom line is an easy concept to implement on all engineering projects and should be considered in all large infrastructure projects. It can also be used to evaluate a project's status because it benefits the owner, the community, the environment, and the economy.